Hi, guys. Today we're going to talk about commonly confused words. They are those simple words that we use all the time in our writing, in our speaking, that they sound exactly the same. And when we're talking, it doesn't make any difference. But when we are writing them, it makes a huge difference. And the first ones I'm going to talk about are there, and there. I'm not going to lie. It is really common for me to have to sit there and think as I'm writing which one am I supposed to be using right now? And I've made mistakes and had to go back to fix it because it's just so easy to do. So there, and there. They're oftenly confused. They sound the same, but they have different, entirely different meanings. There, the first one, THEIR, is possessive. It shows something that belongs to a group of people, like their house, their idea, their restaurant, something that belongs to them, to a group of people. There, with that apostrophe, which is so important, stands for a contraction, which is two words put together. There, apostrophe RE, stands for the two words they are. The apostrophe shows that the letter A is missing. They've just put them together to make a contraction. There's an adverb that shows a location or pronoun that shows at the beginning of a phrase or a sentence. So if you want to know if it's really supposed to be there, apostrophe RE, break it up and use they are and see if it still works or makes sense. So the tip, which is kind of what I just said, to know which is correct, try the sentence using the words they are. If the sentence makes sense, then there, apostrophe RE, is the correct usage. If the sentence doesn't make sense when you use they are, see if the sentence is speaking about something belonging to someone or something. In that case, use THEIR. If the sentence is talking about a location, like I want to go over there, or there's my car, or there's my books, then you would use THERE. So, part one, you're going to read 8 simple sentences, and I mean simple sentences, and your only job is to decide, did they use the word there correctly? Is this the right one for this sentence, the way that it was used? If you think it's correct or right, you're just going to highlight or underline. You've done this a million times now, the word that you believe to be the correct answer. If you don't think they used it the right way, you're going to go ahead and click on wrong and highlight or underline that. 2 more words. Oh, I'm sorry. Before you get to that, you've got there, and there again to use now in the sentences. You will read each sentence and you'll decide which one goes which in each sentence. And you'll just click right there in the middle of the blank and type the correct one in. Note that on your keyboard, the apostrophe is usually that key right next to the enter key on the right hand side of your desktop, your keyboard, so it's easy to find right there. 2 more words that you get confused all the time is your and your. Again, there's that apostrophe. You can probably guess now, that probably means this is a contraction, and in fact, it is. It stands for you are. So if you there's that tip again, if you in that sentence, you use the word your and you say you are first, if it works, then the contraction is the right one to use. It means you are going to the park. You're a really sweet person. You're super smart. I could break them up and say, you are super smart. You are a sweet person, and they're fine. If it doesn't make sense, like your house is really pretty. If I break it up and say, our house is pretty, well, that doesn't make any sense at all. So your is possessive. You are is the contraction your. You'll do the exact same thing. Was it used right or was it used the wrong way? And you will then on your own choose, do I use your, YOUR, for possession, or your for you are? And you will actually click inside the blank and then type in your answer. And then finally, it's and its. This is the one that gets me all the time. It's, again, with the apostrophe, is the contraction for it is or it has. So if you break them up, and it means it's been a long time since I've seen you. It has been a long time since I've seen you. If that worked, then you're going to use the apostrophe. Its house is very nice. It's it is house is very nice. No, that doesn't make any sense. So again, if you break them up, that little tip is the same way. Try it with it is. And if that works, then you're going to use the contraction form it's with the apostrophe. If it doesn't, then you will use the one that does not. And again, you will do the exact same thing. Did they do it right or did they do it wrong? You will select the correct answer for each. You'll choose one or the other, not both, obviously. And then finally, you'll come down and do the same thing. You're going to type in it's or its, one with the apostrophe or one without the apostrophe, whichever one works. And then finally, you're going to use each of them in your own sentence. Don't use a sentence that's already been used in this example. Go ahead and write the word there in a sentence. There is a great big ball rolling down the street. That would be a sentence, and that would be the correct use of the word there. So you'll just put your cursor behind each of the colons and you will type in your answer.